What's going on YouTube? This is Jabber Tech, and today we're taking a look at the Tab S6, and all I gotta say after my weekend of using this tablet is Samsung, well done, you finally got it right with the new tablet. So let's get into this mini review of the new Tab S6. This is the all-new tablet from Samsung, and it's a really nicely designed tablet. It's very modern, very sleek. I like these lines, although it does kind of remind me of the iPad a little bit, but it is what it is. It's a nice design, a nice way to give us an aluminum back. I was really getting tired of glass backs on a tablet. It just meant I had to be really careful with my tablets. Now with an aluminum back, I can place it on this marble table and not really worry about scratching and not worry about cracking it. So thanks for bringing back the aluminum back, and I'll take these lines over a glass back any day. The S Pen now magnetically attaches to the tablet on the back. I found that this does come loose when you're using your tablet, when you're just using it in everyday life, when you're watching movies, playing games, whatever it is. This kind of comes loose pretty quickly. So Samsung, if you're listening, please just give us a silo like you do on the Note series. We can just insert the pen right into the side here, right to where that bezel is, and this way we won't lose it. The S Pen will stay secure and safe, and it'll just mean when we want to use it, it'll always be there for us. Another problem with having the pen on the back is if you do lay this on your table, like most of us do when we're done with it, your S Pen is exposed, your S Pen will get damaged, will get scratched up, you might even break that tip, and we know we don't want to break that tip. So a silo would really be more beneficial to everybody around. This is a nice step forward, but it's not the best solution. Let me know down in the comments below if you would like a silo too. And as you saw here, once you connect it, this does have a battery, so it will start charging. And Samsung claims that 10 minutes of charging power will get you through the entire day. The main specs of this tablet, you do have an 855 processor, 6 gigabytes of RAM, so a little boost, and 128 is your base storage. You can get the larger model, 256, 8 gigabyte of RAM, but honestly, for 650 bucks, I think the base model is just fine. If you want to spring for that $730 model with the extra RAM and storage, that's up to you, but you do have a micro SD card slot, so you can put your own memory in here and expand it pretty much on the cheap, a lot cheaper than what Samsung would charge you. It's a 10.5 inch 1600 by 2560. That's roughly 287 pixels per inch. It's a beautiful panel for watching those 4K movies. You have quad speakers, which also add to the enjoyment. Just to show you how much of a beast this tablet is, as you saw, the screen quality is absolutely beast. The speakers get really loud. There's no issues, even at high volumes. These did not distort. They just gave a very clean experience. So Samsung is really stepping up their game with speakers. Well done for that. Quad speakers means that multimedia enjoyment's going to be even better. You also get two cameras on the back, so you get a wide and an ultra wide. That's a 13 and 5 megapixel respectively. I don't really condone taking photos on a tablet, so I didn't go out in the wild and test this, even though I see that on a daily basis. You have an optical fingerprint scanner on here, which in my experience, my testing, does a really nice job. 9 out of 10 times it recognized my finger, and you also have facial recognition to kind of fall back on if you need to. I did input the same finger about 2 times in different variations, different modes, different ways, just so that it would work absolutely perfectly. That's something they took out from the S4, was a fingerprint scanner, and this one is not ultrasonic, it is optical, but it does a really good job. Again, double tap on the screen to wake it. You see that little animation, and it's pretty quick. I had no issues with this at all. Next, you have fast charging, 15-watt charging on the bottom with USB-C. So this tablet really is a beast of a tablet. Whatever you throw at this, whether it's games, multimedia, 4K content, it's really going to play very well. In terms of battery, it is a little bit smaller than last year's model. Last year's S4 had a 7300. This only has a 7040 milliamp hour battery, and the Samsung claims 15 hours, which is about 1 hour less than last year's model. And so far, the battery life has been really good. I haven't watched any movie for 15 hours straight. I'm sure nobody is either, but over the weekend, I'm still at 43%. If you take a look there, and I've been using it since Friday, so no issues with this whatsoever. Battery life on the S4 was awesome, so I expect nothing less from the S6. Just losing 1 hour to get a thinner and lighter, better looking tablet is well worth it in my opinion. We also get a nice side panel this year, so this will give you access to your favorite applications, and this is customizable. You can add any application that you want. Swiping over from the edge is going to bring up that list, a welcome improvement from phones. Another feature that made it over from phones is this combination Bixby key / power key right on the right side of the tablet here. I disabled Bixby right away on this, and I just have it set up when I double tap. It'll open up a favorite application. Bixby is still here as well, so swiping over to the right gives you all of your Bixby home news, and it is getting a lot better. I know I crap a lot on Bixby, but it is getting better and it is here. But of course, throwing on a launcher like Nova with the Google companion, you can sideswipe Bixby and just put on Google. But whatever you want to do, you can do it. This is Android and it's fully customizable. One cool feature now is we have the S Pen, and this does have a battery in it. So when you attach it to the back of your tablet, you're going to get a little notification that it's charging. All it takes is 10 minutes of charging to give you a full day. So you really don't have to worry about this running out of juice. Of course, if you do run out of juice, it's still going to work as a normal S Pen. We now have air gestures in here, and what that means is you can control your multimedia, you can control your camera, you can control a lot of things just by using your S Pen. So if you click on it, that's going to play pause your multimedia. Double tapping on it is going to fast forward. So really it's a nice improvement, and you can also use it when you're within the camera application. There's a lot of settings now for the S Pen that you can dive into and really change what you want to change. This is very similar to what's on the Note series right now. So if you hold it and swipe up, it'll actually change the camera view. So let me show you that again. Here's my selfie. Swiping up will bring me back to the main camera. Swiping right is going to switch through the different modes, just like this. Swiping left. If you are using this for presentations, it could be pretty useful. Click on the button once, and that's going to snap a shot for you. So the S Pen has definitely been improved, and if you are using this for probably what it's been intended for business purposes, for presenting, this is going to be awesome. For us consumers, we probably won't use it all that often, but it is here and it is cool. Another thing that's really cool is you can write on the screen when it's off. So just bring your S Pen, click the button, and then you can start writing on the screen, just like you would on a Note series. Let's write hello YouTube, and then you can save that without even opening up your tablet, and I think that's really cool. Another thing that's pretty awesome about this is when you take a note and you write in your scribbled handwriting, it can be converted into text just like this. So I'm going to click convert, and it knew exactly what I wrote, buy milk. Once you save that, it gets categorized, it gets cataloged, it gets archived. What's really awesome about this is once your notes get archived, you can search for them. Other things that have made it here, we've all seen before. Smart Select and Screen Write is basically what it sounds like. Select something on your screen, and then you can doodle on it. So if you like to share a lot of memes, if you like to share a lot of content, if you're constantly trolling the web and finding cool articles, sharing it to your friends, this is a great way to do that really, really quickly. Live message is pretty cool as well. You can take a quick snapshot. You can use something that's already in your gallery or just a plain color palette. So if I just take a little picture here, let's take a picture, and then I write something that just says hello, and then a little smiley face. Once you click done, it's going to animate that, and you'll be able to share this right away. And I think it's just really nice. You can change the colors, you can change the background, you can change everything about it. Something that I think is a lot of fun, something that's pretty much useful. I actually use that quite a bit. Another thing that's really cool is you have the ability to translate on the fly, and all you have to do is hover your S Pen over a word. It's going to kind of search for that word and let you know what it is. And I think this is something pretty cool, especially for those of you that might be learning another language and you just need help sometimes. This is a great feature to have. So overall, the S Pen on a tablet is super, super useful. Again, a silo would mean that I would use this a lot more, but let me know down in the comments below what you think about the S Pen. Do you use it on a daily basis, weekly basis, whatever the case may be? While Dex on the tablet is pretty much the same thing, you can see here nothing's really changed. It's pretty much exactly as it is from the One UI update that we received on the Tab S4. But now the only difference is when you connect it to a PC, you get an overall different experience. You don't need a USB-C to HDMI adapter. You don't need to carry a mouse and a keyboard around. This will just automatically launch the software once you download it onto your PC and launch Dex, and it's a very clean experience. Check out my video where I gave you a little overview, but Dex has been improved, and if you do have the keyboard attachment, once you connect this to a keyboard, it'll automatically launch Dex, and this is something that on a tablet. These tablets are really powerful. You get a lot of processing power. You get a decent amount of RAM. You really can use it on a desktop, and I actually use DeX quite a bit myself. Let me know down below if you use DeX or not, but I think DeX is a great improvement, and I really like this update. Here's to hoping it'll come to the Tab S4 and older devices as well. Even if it takes 6 months, I think the update would be really useful for all of us. The gaming experience on this was great. Everything was on high. There was no lag. Everything was flawless. Really a great machine. This is running Android 9 with One UI on top of it. One UI is actually a pretty nice skin that they put on it. Makes everything accessible within thumb's reach. Now this is a large device, so depending on the size of your thumb, you'll be able to reach it or not. But just for example, if you go into notifications, you see everything is pretty much high there. But if you swipe down on the screen, it'll bring everything down to a more manageable level. So no issues with the skin on top of this. One UI is actually a really nice skin. I really like it. And I also like this tablet. If you're looking for a great tablet, if you're in the market for a tablet, an Android tablet at that, whether it be for productivity, whether it be for just goofing around, multimedia, whatever the case may be, you can't beat the Tab S6. Now, if you have the Tab S4, should you upgrade to the Tab S6? I would say that's a no. I don't really have any issues on my Tab S4 with anything that I do. It's still a really capable machine, but if you don't have one, or if you have an older one, maybe the Tab S3, this is going to be a huge bump for you guys. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Have you purchased one? What's your experience been? I always like to know your opinion, and I always thank you for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.